Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Shiekrunner, and welcome to my fourth part on how to do the quests more efficiently in the Shadowlands. This is a series where I focus on specific quests throughout Shadowlands and showcase on how to do them more efficiently. I'm not showcasing every quest. The focus is primarily on quests that aren't really that intuitive on how to complete them faster, where we use a lot of clever use of game mechanics, and it just makes it really cool to view that you can do the quest that way. So in this part, we are right where we left off from the third part. Um, I completed one quest where we had to defeat Lisonia, and then we got this quest to pick up at Vesphione. So we're gonna pick that one up, and we're supposed to fly with her. So vehicle quests in World of Warcraft, like if you ever have to go onto a vehicle and an NPC is carrying you to a different location, that is generally something that is slow. So traditional ways of moving to the objective, if it's possible, generally are faster, but it's not always possible. Sometimes it's mandatory to use a vehicle because of the way the quest was coded. Um, but this is an exception. So I'm going to demonstrate something. If you don't have the exit vehicle button, because some of the vehicles you don't have that, but you can still leave the vehicle, and it's just a bit more efficient to keybind exit vehicle. So I have this keybind it, so I always try if something is like carry me, if something works like a vehicle, if I can leave it. So I'm going to demonstrate how this quest works normally. So I'm going to reset the timer, and you should see how long it takes Vesphione to fly me to this location over here. And then we compare it with the more efficient way. Obviously, I've already tested it, so I know that it saves time, but I wanted to showcase this. So I'm resetting the timer. Now we fly with her. As you can see, we already completed the objective to fly with her. This is an unusual result because usually you actually have to fly or get to the location for it to finish. So this is already a good sign. Hey, you can skip this. You can go there a different way. Um, there are a lot of vehicle quests in Shadowlands that you can um, skip this way and make more efficient. Um, so as you can see, like how she flies, it's like really, she doesn't go straight to the point. I'm also can show you cases like if you ever wanna see how fast like a vehicle is or a unit is, but better say to unit than vehicle. Um, we can use this macro, and it shows us exactly how fast it is. Usually, like vehicles, they can vary. For example, flight path is usually faster in the middle than it is when it starts on or when it lands. So this took roughly like a minute to get to this point here. So now we're gonna go back. Let me actually move the camera back down below. So this way we saw it was like 362% speed. Um, but the problem like with like vehicles generally is that they go like very out of the way. Sometimes they're even faster, but they go so out of the way that going there straight is usually faster. Hope I'm not getting killed. Okay, I didn't get killed. I just got hit by Starfire, I think. So here we want to make sure that I shadow melt these guys. Otherwise, we might have an issue here because now that they actually attack me for going to this place, I think. So we wanna actually gonna use a potion to make this safe. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna demonstrate how you can do this as a demon hunter the most efficient way, but as a non-demon hunter, let's say you're like a druid or something, doesn't really matter. You can always use Goblin Guider. Goblin Guider is still faster than to use what I do here, than to fly with Vesphione. Um, it's also like she takes a bit to pick you up, but you can already kind of like move on. So you just save an extra time as well of her not having to pick you up. So I pick up the quest, and I'm going to do the Demon Hunter way. So you need a slow fall option. Like I'm using this one right here because I don't want to use the Sea Mist potion because that shares cooldown with a normal potion, and that's a long time, and I can use an alternative which is as good, like it's enough for this. So I would switch in my slow fall trinket. Um, you can, if you're not a demon hunter, you can use a goblin glider to get from here to this place. It's slower, but it's still faster than Vesphione. There are probably also other ways you could use like a Dark Moon Cannon and use this Slowfall Trinket. You could also use this Slowfall Trinket after like your Goblin Glider has faded or something like that, but it should be enough. You could even use like a Falling Flame, but that is overshooting it by a bit. But yeah, like I said, let's just do this, and I reset the timer, and then I start the quest. I line it up, I do a Fell Rush macro, and now I'm flying towards it. I'm canceling my slow fall. Obviously this could have done faster, but I saved 40 seconds doing this, as you can see. 40 seconds I saved, and I could have done this faster on top of it. If you're really quick, like I was there, Vesphione won't pick you up. If you're slow, what can happen is that as you move away from the temple, she picks you up in midair. But if you're just fast, this works every time. This is how you can do this more efficiently. For sake of completion, I would like to showcase how it would be without using this sort of trick as a demon hunter. So I would just use a goblin glider instead. Because like I would assume that most people here aren't demon hunters, but there are like any other class. Your class may have also some specific tricks to it that make it even more efficient, which I doubt, but maybe you have other alternatives that you can think of that are really good. If you're interested in the Fell Rush macro, here it is. I will try to link it if I don't forget it till the time I upload this. This is what I basically used to get like shot off the edge. You basically just have to use it on the edge, or like not exactly on the edge, it depends on like the delay that you put into there. And then you just fly away to victory. So let's do this again. So I would say that I probably saved like 20 seconds doing it with a Goblin Glider or something. Going to be probably a lot less, just because, well, this way or that I did it is extremely fast. But this is also like much simpler what I'm doing here with Goblin Glider. So I'm resetting the timer again. So as you can see, you would just do this. And you don't get picked up by her. If you do it just quickly, there's a lot of leeway, and it is more than enough to get to this place over here. Should like 30 seconds or so. I mean, you could also drop down and use another thing to be faster, but honestly, this is just how you do it. And then you pick up the quest, and then you turn it in. So this was the fourth part of how to do the quests more efficiently. And I will see you in my next part. No idea what that's going to be. See y'all.